So people who say their vote doesn't matter, my response is always, don't give in to the narrative. If your vote didn't matter.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful evening in town. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeRozan out there with Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Valanciunas, no good on that one. Aldridge with some nice D.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Jackson finds Valanciunas. Tries again. That one, no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. Murray outside. Passes it to DeRozan. Stolen by Winslow.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Morant passes to Winslow. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
When you earn your keep inside, you get used to fighting through contact. Valanciunas getting it done.
Murray outside. Lyles with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
DeRozan surveying the D. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Forbes, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Outside DeRozan. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Morant right side. Here's Anderson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. So it's the Spurs now. Grizzlies making the shot. DeRozan's shot is good.
You have to love the way DeRozan went at the rim. He knows he's at his best when he's the aggressor.
And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's DeRozan following the score by Memphis. Murray, no good. There's a minute left to play here in the first. And that one's good. Morant.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
DeRozan passes to Lyles, and it goes down 2 points.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Now, here's Clark. Back to Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Clark. Pass to Gay. Pirtle controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Shot and game clock separated by 5, and the basket is good. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Mills. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The putback, it's good on the putback. He's got 8.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the men. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Mills. Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's White in at the shooting guard. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
San Antonio with the ball. The Grizzlies making the shot. Bellinelli finds Gay. 6 to shoot. Back to Bellinelli. Kicks it out to Gay. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark into the lane. Bellinelli pulls it in.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one. As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
Gay against Clark to the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Walker's checked in for Patty Mills. And he's good on the second. Spurs trail by 5. Outside, White. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Jones against White. Valanciunas inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Jones. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Walker penetrating, and the dunk by Walker.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Walker following the score by Memphis. Gay with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Valanciunas dishes to Clark. Here's Melton, guarded by Walker. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Clark with it, now guarded by Purtle. On the basket by Jones. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
And here's Walker outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got his second bucket.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
No good that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Walker. Count that one. Now just a 4-point Memphis lead.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Melton. No good that time. Good work defensively by Gay. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Walker. And Murray's subbed in for White.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Murray surveying the D. That shot missing.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on DeRozan.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 steals, and 3 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. There's Winslow, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Murray. And here's the break. Here's Forbes. Tipped away.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brooks. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Valanciunas, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I don't know how they lost track of a guy like Valanciunas on that play. Easy alley-oop for him.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. And Murray, here we go. And good that time.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
Aldridge against Brooks. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Clock at 4. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
And they double up Jackson. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Forbes.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Jones checked in for Memphis. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Lonnie Walker comes in for Brent Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. Jones finds Brooks. Now here's Valanciunas. DeRozan brings the double team and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Walker's running. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. So both teams changing it up here. Here's White. Inside, Pirtle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hit the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades. A bit of a late bloomer in college, White has proven to be a steady pro in my opinion. He can shoot, pass, and he can defend.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. There's a minute left to play in the third. Mills looking it over. On the wing. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
It's good. Jones has got 5 points so far.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Here's Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Jones finds Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And here's Mills. It's Clark with the rebound.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Melton, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the 4th quarter. Not good Pirtle up there with Rudy Gay. And it's Mills. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Walker in at the 2. Here's Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Grizzlies. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing here by 8. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here comes San Antonio. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he makes the first.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lyles check in for Jakob Poeltl. Bryn Forbes comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Morant. Out to DeRozan. Here's Forbes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time. And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from DeMar DeRozan.
With a full head of steam in the open floor, there aren't many ways to stop DeRozan from scoring.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Kyle Anderson. Spurs also with the sub. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wiles.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage. Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Murray kicks to Wiles, out to DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Murray, no good. Memphis leading by 4. Morant outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. It's White on the wing. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half. The Grizzlies have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Murray outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
He throw good, Murray.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
In the corner, Winslow with it. Brooks the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
The pass to Lyles. Over Winslow. Lyles no good. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Wide open look here for Murray. The putback, but they'll get another chance. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Jones with it. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For great.
matter, then why would people have fought so hard to keep you from voting? Why is there something called voter suppression? Why did it take till the 60s for poll taxes to be removed? Why did Black people have to wait for amendments to be passed in order to vote? People have been fighting to keep people of color from coming to the polls and recognizing their power for a reason. But I'm not going to give up. If I give up, then what am I saying about my future kids?
And with
Kevin, thank you.
no doubt, D.A., thanks. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got DeRozan, Miles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. Here is Forbes over Holiday. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Holiday finds Favors. New Orleans moving it around to the left wing. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Back to Williamson. Left side Favors. 4 on the shot clock. And there's Williamson on the assist from Favors.
But a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Murray kicks to DeRozan, trying his luck from deep. Pelicans with the rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Outside DeRozan. Count it, good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here is Holiday. Ingram dishes the ball. Out to Ingram. Takes a 3. Favors trying to break free. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Ball. Williamson outside. Now the pass to Favors. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White in for Bryn Forbes. Murray surveying the D. Launches it. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Favors passes to Williamson. Back to Favors. For 3, Ingram. That shot off the mark. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Bellinelli. Good D by Williamson.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Pretty consistent player when healthy, and nice to see Rudy Gay working back to this kind of athletic prowess.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this one. And the first one at the line is good. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Spurs also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Walker comes in for White, and it's Mills in for Murray.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Hart the pass to Melly. Back to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Melly. Hits the target from 18 feet. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Got a hand on it. Redick with it. Takes the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Walker with some nice D. From the high post. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jackson kicks to Redick. From deep three-point range. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Mills passes to Poeltl. The kick out to Walker. Now here's Bellinelli. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs out in front, leading. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Poeltl is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Mills. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. Back to DeRozan. He tries for 3. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
And Poeltl is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Here's Okafor, and he makes good on the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
San Antonio leading. Here's Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Free throw line jump shot. Up again. And Gabe with the second chance points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Down low. Okafor. Back to Hart. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Now here's Jackson. Covered by Mills. 6 to shoot. Redick with the 3. The shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Walker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Hayes dishes to Okafor. It's Redick on the wing. Hayes trying to break free. The three-pointer no good. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Okafor against Walker. And the wide open shot from Redick. Redick can't get that one to fall. Here's Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Mills has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Hart. DeRozan defending. Hart kicks to Jackson. Will it go? Here's Okafor. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter. Mills looking it over. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hart.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Here's Jackson. Hayes. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Jackson kicks to Redick. Off target from outside.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Redick with the bucket.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Now, the defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Mills. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Jackson passes to Hayes. Back to Jackson. Here's Hart. DeRozan defending. Walker against Redick. Jackson dishes to Okafor. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. Well, for San Antonio, Kenny, what was your impression?
It's been an aggressive...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. It's stolen by DeRozan. Aldridge with it. Now guarded by Ingram. One-on-one here. Shots good by Lyles.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pelicans trail by 5. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Outside Holiday. Feeds it to Hayes. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hayes has got 6.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
It's deflected. Williamson in the post. Lyles there.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outside for Murray. Back to DeRozan. Outside Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Murray the pass to Aldridge. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Pass to Aldridge. Hayes with the steal. To the inside. Williamson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to a single point after the basket from DeMar DeRozan. The Pelicans have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Back to Ball. And there's the pass to Holiday. And that one drops for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Murray against Ball. Up and in on the layup. Murray's got his first points of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the shot goes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now DeRozan. He's got 8. That one off the back iron and out. Ingram dishes to Williamson. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Good on the bucket. Lyles got 6.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
There's Williamson with the 3. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Nice D from DeRozan.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
On up the court. Holiday against Murray. Outside DeRozan. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Derek Favors checked in for Ball. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. In the whistle blows, it's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Pass to Hart from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on DeRozan.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling favors.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Gay inside. DeRozan scanning the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
outstanding initiative there from DeRozan, and it's because of that take charge attitude he earns the call there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Redick for 3. He can't get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shots good by Gay.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Pelicans trail by 3 to the wing right side. Melly passes to Hart. There's the dish to Favors. Passes to Hayes. Here's Hart. Goes back up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Spurs out in front. They lead by 3. And will be... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's Bellinelli in at the 3 spot. Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Redick. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Redick against White. Bucket is good.
Well, JJ doing a great job deciding on that pick and roll play with what to do with the basketball. Deceptively crafty when he gets in that set.
Murray outside. Dishes to Aldridge. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Hart, and San Antonio with the change here too. Trey Lyles checked in for Pirtle. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Murray outside. That one drops for him. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lobs it up for Favors.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
For 3, Murray. They get it again. Lyles pass to Murray. Fires the 3. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint, and stolen by White. Here's Lyles. The putback, and Murray with the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Ball against Murray. Pelicans pull it in.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Ball against Murray. Ball dishes to Favors. Back to Ball. And the pass to Melly. Shot clock at 6. And it's J.J. Redick with the three.
J.J. Redick is a gamer. How about that?
Murray against Ball. Murray, the pass to Bellinelli. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. San Antonio also making some changes. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White.
Zion wants these moments and coming through here.
Here's DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And Holiday, here we go. Out to Ingram. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, Ingram's going to come through when it's crucial. He did so there.
Out to DeRozan. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. And they double up DeRozan. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel. .07 left in the fourth. And it's Ball penetrating. DeRozan against Ingram. Forbes with the rebound. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now, here's Ball. Down low. It's tipped. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. That shot off. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
19 seconds left in the game. As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And so timeout taken by Alvin Gentry. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Williamson kicks the ball. Back to Williamson. And stolen by Murray. And an intentional foul right there. He sinks the clutch free throw. Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch turn and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
my future kids? What am I saying about the future of my community? We're all gonna have to step forward, put our fears to the side, not let that narrative drive us, and let the strength of our vote, of our voice, of where we are right now matter. It has to matter. My name is Maria Taylor, and I'm voting because of voter suppression and lack of educational resources.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Kings, as they came through the tunnel earlier on, all set to give their Sacramento fans something to cheer about.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Murray, DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Forbes in a shooting guard. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich over Murray. And too long on the shot.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Yeah, Jay, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Now, here's DeRozan following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drive. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Now, here's Fox. Inside, it's Bielitsa, banked in off the glass.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question, he's an NBA player.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Bagley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
When Bagley plays with this type of intensity, he's a handful, which in turn makes the defense uncomfortable.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And so he makes both from the line.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
Well, Jay, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer. Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Here's Bogdanovich. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, such trickery with the floater. When Bogdanovich is making these, you know he's flipping.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kept alive. Aldridge dishes to Forbes. Pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Fox. Doesn't go that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. Out to DeRozan to halt the run. Barnes grabs the miss. Sacramento leading by 6. Fox with it. Guarded by Murray.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
Fox has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Murray against Fox. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here's Bielitsa, and that one drops.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Here's Murray, still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Scoreless quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language that he's getting discouraged.
Barnes passes to Bagley. Kings moving the ball around. Murray against Fox. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Barnes kicks to Fox. Off target with his three.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Murray, good.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Barnes passes to Fox. And here's Bogdanovich. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here is Forbes. He is covered by Bogdanovich. From deep three-point range, Forbes can't get it to go. And it's Fox with the ball for the King. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Takes the 13-footer and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Bagley the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Bagley. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Kings ahead, up 10. Stay with us. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the three. Joseph against Bellinelli. Here's Giles. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And the Spurs pushing it up now. White finds Bellinelli. Back to White. With the shot, 5 to shoot, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Joseph. Second chance shot. They kick out to Hield. And the shot goes down.
You can't give Hield these mid-range james. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Mills looking it over. The shot off that time, and the Kings going the other way now. Here's Bazemore. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, I got to say, Hill is an impressive shooter. I mean, his accuracy can make bad shots look good. I mean, even won him a three-point contest trophy.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. They get it back. Parker. To the middle. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Look at Hill's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Spurs trail by 13.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted and his percentage. He's in elite company.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for White. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Scooped up. And it's DeRozan missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Fox finds Holmes. And the layup falls. Holmes got the lead up to 13 now for Sacramento.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
White against Fox.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
To the inside. Holmes passes to Fox. Now Bielitsa, guarded by Walker. Lobbed up there for Fox. Stolen by Walker. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Gay.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
And the turnover again by Sacramento. Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Kings. Then for the Spurs, Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. Murray surveying the D.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Outside, Fox. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Pass to Holmes. A second chance effort. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fox. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
Murray outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Sacramento Kings.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a 13-point lead. Jack, how do you think Sacramento? And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Miles out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Forbes the pass to Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Barnes dishes to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Lyles. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And it's 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Bielitsa passes to Fox. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Forbes, and he banks in the layup.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Sacramento leading by 4. Inside. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And DeRozan throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
Bogdanovich inside, and he converts the layup. Bogdanovich has got 6.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Spurs.
Murray against Fox. Murray, no good.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt him.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Murray. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 6-point Kings lead.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer, and with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
Rosen dishes to Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Bagley. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here is Forbes. Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
When he forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Murray, no good. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And the shot is good. Bogdanovich has got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
Well, he's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious, I'm just joking, more ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
And Bielitsa kicks to Barnes. Back to Bielitsa.
When Bielitsa is trying to score, it sometimes forces the D's hand. Nice initiative from the Yugoslavian forward right there.
The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Parker comes in for Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Mills with it. White. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Now Mills. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Mills has got 5 points so far.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Mills. Goes up on the high post. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. They kick out to Hield. The 3. They grab their own miss.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass from the tip-in.
Gay outside. Outside, Walker. Over to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Second chance shot. It's White on the wing. Gay with it, picked up by Joseph. Gay kicks to Walker. Drills the three-pointer. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Sacramento leading by 5. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And that one goes long. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Bellinelli. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Parker passes to Giles. And stolen by Gay. Here's Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Gay, and he makes that one. And now just a 1-point Sacramento lead.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
Here's Giles. And he comes up with the deuce.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
The first one falls, and the Kings will go for a different look here. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Parker. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Perk. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White.
This is why the coaching staff has Bagley out here in these moments. I mean, because they know he can deliver.
Passes it to DeRozan. Down low. Here's Aldridge. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Bagley. Here's Fox. Lays it up off the glass. And the Kings lead by 3.
So calm and collected in the big spots. Fox, he relishes.
Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Hield kicks to Bielitsa, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gabe.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And the Spurs making a change here. Isles checked in.
And you have to commend the tenacity of Hill, earning the trip to the foul line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. DeRozan, that's good.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
The pass to Barnes. Hield with it. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he makes good on the layup. Hield's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, what a play by Hill. Wow, just embracing the chance to take the big shot right now.
Murray, the pass to... Oh!
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
It's Bielitsa, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
It's in!
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes kicks to Fox. To the paint, deflects the pass. DeRozan surveying the D. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
the state of Georgia, there's a huge gap between the suburbs and the city of Atlanta. It can be that there just aren't as many computers, or you're having teachers with less experience, and these are all barriers to young kids that don't deserve it. And I think that COVID is basically just going to increase the gap that we're seeing in education, because unfortunately,
Downtown San Antonio. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, we've got Murray. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Now here's Morant. Jackson misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, that's what Forbes has to do now. He's got to be aggressive, force the defender into a tough spot, and be ready to handle that contact.
Both free throws good from Forbes. And so here's Memphis. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out, tank, never on empty. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Memphis. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Here's Murray, following the basket by Ja Morant. DeRozan passes to Murray. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, a nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Morant can't cash in from close range.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Winslow finds Jackson. To the middle. Here's Brooks. And DeRozan sends it back.
Anytime DeRozan can come up for the block, gets the whole team energized.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got 6.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
From the baseline, it's rebounded by Memphis. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Tries to keep it alive. And another turnover here by Memphis. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Light comes in for Brent Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 6-point game.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Milton passes to Clark. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And here comes one. Leading the fast break. Finished off the break.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
To the wing on the left. Here's Gutteridge. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Clark. And the layup is good. Clark's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Over to the left wing. It's deflected. Here's Melton. No points in the game yet for him. And stolen by Gay. 1 second left. Shot's good by Mills.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
And so it's the San Antonio. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So on the floor for Memphis, Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard. Here's Melton trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Walker, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Valanciunas is checked in for the Grizzlies.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. San Antonio leading by 9.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes. And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Pirtle. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for White. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's John Morant in for Jones. No good from Valanciunas. San Antonio leading by 9. DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. Out to DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position, can switch directions on the go, is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
It's stolen by Lyles, and a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's DeRozan. Count it. DeRozan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 10. Wide open look here for Murray. At 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Floats it up there for Morant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got 13 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Morant. He's got 12.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's tipped. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A nice finish there. Morant taking advantage of the defense. Someone actively looking to score whenever he can.
A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And here's Mills. He has 6. Pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Mills. The putback, and it's Aldridge on the follow. Aldridge has got his first points in this one.
Boy, Aldridge using those long arms of his to corral that offensive rebound.
Jackson misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Winslow. Here's Anderson. Winslow. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
29 seconds left in the second quarter. Ball stolen. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Melton. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 13 points. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Miles out there with DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Forbes can't get it to go.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just one. Mercy, mercy me.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Count that one. DeRozan's got 15 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside DeRozan. And Forbes has it in the corner. Off target from 3-point range.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Rosen dishes to Forbes. Winslow against DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Oh, a nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Murray for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closely. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. And they double up Morant. For the lead. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Murray for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Murray's got 5 now.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Chalk up 2 there.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
DeRozan finds Murray. And here is Aldridge. Stolen by Jackson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. That shot off. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
DeRozan still an elite scorer in this league and relentless in attacking the basket.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
First free throw is good.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Kicks it out to Gay. Passes it to Bellinelli. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. What an amazing quarter. There. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Clark. Anderson is out there with Jones, and it's Melton in at the two-guard spot.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
The kick out to Anderson. Out to the wing. Here's Melton. White covering. Clock at 4. Melton passes to Clark. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Anderson with the block. But they recover it. White finds Walker. Now Gay. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. Good on the three-point shot. Bellinelli's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Melton passes to Gutteridge. Here's Melton, guarded by Walker. Here's Melton. That one, no good. Walker with some nice D. Here's the break. Here's Gay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. Yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Pirtle out to White. The three from Mills. They get it back to take the lead. Nailed from three-point land. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Misses from close range. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Here's Morant. It's tipped.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end, and you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
And the basket by DeRozan. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Morant passes to Jackson. Rebound San Antonio. Lyles got 7 rebounds in the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio leading by 3. Murray dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Forbes. Spurs passing it around. Murray for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's the pass to Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so they can make him hard to guard, especially from this area.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both good from the line that time.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Spurs have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Inside. Here's Lyles. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. Basket counts. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Grizzlies.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also the ball hockey, the way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
And they double up Morant. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Murray. It falls!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Morant. It's good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And they get it back. For 3, Murray. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Passes it to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time. And the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
And so the Grizzlies.
because unfortunately African Americans have less access to high-speed internet. How can you be in a Zoom chat with your teacher if you don't have high-speed internet? Does that mean you're just not going to class? Like these
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going up. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Here is Forbes, back to Murray. Basket good.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Pass the ball. New Orleans moving it around. The 3 ball. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge with it. Favors picks him up.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And San Antonio called for the foul.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Here's Murray at the tip, and it's Aldridge on the follow.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
Williamson, the pass to Favors. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Lyles no good. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Lobs it up for Favors. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
DeRozan against Ingram. Murray. Here's Aldridge. The pass to Forbes. Stolen by Holiday. All alone, and Holiday throws it down.
Drew Holiday is providing full service, showing he can do it all.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Ingram comes with the double team. Murray kicks to Forbes. The Spurs rebound. Passes to Murray from the arc. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Williamson. Sweet little floater.
Delivering as much punishment as he receives. Zion is a scary sight coming at you.
Spurs trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's DeRozan. Nails the wide open jump shot. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's DeRozan. Derek Favors making his last shot. And finished off by DeRozan.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit, shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The veteran guard, Patty Mills, has spent the majority of his career with the Spurs. Mills is a fantastic weapon off the bench.
It's his first trip to the line.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Patty Mills is not a guy you like to bail out and put him on the foul line. Reason why, he is deadly.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. Now here's Redick. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Spurs trail by 3. Mills with it. Now guarded by Redick. Gay right side. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Six on the shot clock. He kicks to Mills. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Jackson passes to Redick. Back to Jackson. Over White. Here's Hayes. It's been all about Derek Favors for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got White. Pirtle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Walker in at the 2.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
It's Redick on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Walker. And it's Melly with the rebound.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. The free throw off from Jackson.
As sort of a hired gun, Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. White finds Walker. Back to White. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Here's Jackson. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Pass to Walker. The dish to Gay. To the inside. Okafor with the steal. And that one is hammered home.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pirtle. White against Jackson. White drives in, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Playing under control as usual. White takes the contact and completes the play.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
That's good for Williamson on the assist by Ball. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
DeRozan. And it's Ingram with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Back to Williamson. And it's Ball in the corner. Here's the 3. Rebound by Murray. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside DeRozan. Goes up to the stripe. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. New Orleans leading by 8. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
And when you have DeRozan looking to drive, it's hard to slow him down without committing a foul.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
DeRozan at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Spurs with some changes. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
And Ball comes to help. Inside. Lyles with a wide open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lyles got his first 2 points. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Ball kicks to Ingram. From deep. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And yes, it's good. And now it's only a 5-point Pelican lead.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
The drive-by Ball. Out to Ingram. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. To the middle. Here's Favors. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Pelicans making a switch here. Here's Mills. From deep 3-point range. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Not giving the shooter a clean look. Ingram's length is a...
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Derek Favors had no problems getting going. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, a few... And...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Pelicans leading by 5.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now, here's Ball. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to catch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball. Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. So for the Pelicans, Okafor comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Zion Williamson. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Now here's Murray. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Okafor tips it back in. Okafor's got the lead up to 11 now for New Orleans.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the shot goes down.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Here's Hart, guarded by Walker, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Pelicans leading by 9. Ingram attacking. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Jackson against Murray. The high post shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Hart, guarded by Walker. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Murray dishes to Bellinelli. Feeds it to Pirtle. Kicks to Murray. Bellinelli passes to Murray.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's Hart. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Ingram attacking. Okafor dishes to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Aldridge. Derek White comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor. Redick comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The pass to Hayes. Here's Hart. White covering. Outside for Redick. No good on the three. Spurs trail by 11. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's deflected. Passes it to Mills. And here's White. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third, and it's good for 2.
Using every bit of his toughness, White's able to convert through contact.
Holiday surveying the floor. And so it's New Orleans in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Spurs with possession here. They trail by 9 points. We've got DeRozan. Rudy Gay is out there with Lyles. Then it's Mills. And it's Forbes in a 2-guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Outside, Ball. Williamson outside. Outside for Redick. Clock at 6. On the wing, Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. A rebound by the Spurs.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Now here's Redick. Outside, Ball. Williamson against Gay. Now Williamson. It's good. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Now here's Mills. Over Hayes. Off the left rim and out.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Redick for 3. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Up top, Lyles. Back to Mills. Count it. Good.
This guy is just an automatic jump shooter no matter where you put him on the floor. And that guy is Patty Mills.
The drive-by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Now here is Holiday. To the paint. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Stolen by Holiday. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Pelican lead.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Now here's DeRozan. Stolen by Ball. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Count it.
A heady defense from Lonzo Ball sparking that run out. If you don't protect the rock, he'll swipe it.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Holiday. Gay with no one around. Here's Lyles, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Here's Williamson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
There's that rare combination of power and athleticism. Hard to stop Zion without fouling.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. And then for New Orleans, Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. And it's Brandon Ingram in for J.J. Redick. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Forbes.
This is an area Forbes has worked on. Makes it trickier to close out on him when you know he can put it on the deck.
Now here's Ball. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors is a tremendous athlete who loves to dunk it down. The connection he has with his teammates on the floor is unbelievable.
Murray against Ball. Murray outside. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for New Orleans.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Drew Holiday.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Forbes the pass to DeRozan. He gets that one.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
It's Ingram on the wing. Ball, the pass to Favors. Here's Williamson. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony.
Things are going to continue to divide the range of wealth that we're able to achieve, whether or not we're going to be able to go to college. To me, the most pressing issue has to be education, because that's going to determine whether or not a child that's born in poverty can climb out of it. I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some... Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitz, and it's Bagley in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for San Antonio, we've got Murray. Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Murray. There's three-pointers off the mark. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bagley's got the opening field goal of the game for Sacramento. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And here's Bogdanovich. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. Bielitsa with the bucket.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here is Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. The offensive rebound. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
How about Bielitsa as the Yugoslavian finds a way to get inside the score?
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Murray surveying the D. Good. Murray's got 5.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Down low. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. It's Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa. Here's Murray. He's got 5. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's DeRozan. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's DeRozan. 1:56 left in the first. Bagley with the block.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 1. Outside for Bagley. Loud pass to Bagley. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Murray after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. The putback. Sacramento grabs the miss. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
The Spurs shooting their first foul shot of the game. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Bazemore, great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's Sacramento up 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Jakob Poeltl up there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Mills in at the point guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Bazemore opportunistic there in the right spot, uses his athleticism to find an area where he can score and does some damage on the offensive glass.
Out that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Mills. Joseph down low, covered by Mills. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Bazemore.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mills with it. Joseph on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Patty's just so aggressive out there on the floor and forces the defense's hand, constantly looking to get either contact or get himself to the free throw line.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. And both free throws good for Mills.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
That one falls.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now Mills. The putback. Planks the putback jam. Kings leading now by 6. Parker passes to Holmes. Kings moving the ball around. Bazemore for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bazemore's got 7 now in this quarter.
And the three-point shot is something Bazemore has improved steadily over his career. You can't give him room like that to fire.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Joseph. Looking to end the run. Out that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Patrick Mills. Parker passes to Hield. Here's Holmes. He can't get it to go. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the middle. Hurdle finds Gay. Mills in the corner. And here is Bellinelli, guarded by Holmes. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Shot by Joseph, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off. Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Mills with it. Joseph on him. It's White on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Hield.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And the first one drops. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Perk. Isle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Walker subbed in for Patty Mills. To the wing on the left. Fox passes to Giles. The feed to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
Here's White. No good that time. Good work defensively by Fox. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Count the basket.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for White. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And here's Walker outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Aldridge with it. Now guarded by Fox. Here's DeRozan. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
From about 16, Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. Bagley, no good. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Tips it. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got 11 points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And so it's the Sacramento Kings bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point.
Thanks, Kevin. Harrison, an efficient first half of basketball. What's in the...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Well, for and that does it for our halftime show. We now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Bialis, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. I mean, he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
DeRozan for three. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Aldridge kicks to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Kings.
We talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Bagley the pass to Bielitsa. No good from 11 feet. Spurs trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
On the wing, Barnes. Right wing. Fox with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Sacramento, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Mills can't hit. Kings leading now by 12. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Gay and finished off by Gay.
That's a correct route. We talk about that with receivers in the NFL and the NBA. Still important. Rudy Gay on route there.
And Pirtle sends it back. Here's Hield. Holmes kicks to Hield. Fox dishes to Hield. Holmes. And it's Holmes with the extra effort. And the Kings lead by 12. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mills looking it over. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Kings have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now here's Bazemore. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Hield. Back to Bazemore. From past the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's White. Good work defensively by Fox.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Bazemore misses. Spurs trail by 12. Gay kicks to Mills. From deep. The shot will not fall. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Bazemore for 3. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. And San Antonio shooting just 34% from the floor. The 3 from Mills. Offensive rebound. Another shot. They shoot again. Pirtle kicks to Bellinelli. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Sacramento leading by 12. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Good. And a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Inside. White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And while he's better known for scoring than playing the PG position in a traditional sense, Patty Mills becoming a better playmaker.
And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Bazemore. Hield with it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
A good job sticking with his man. Rudy Gay moving on the lateral plane and then the long.
And so it's Sacramento. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the two-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Puts up a three. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from DeRozan. Parker with it. Out guarded by Murray. Oh, the lob to Parker.
That's a nice release from Jabari Parker. Pretty smooth from that spot.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Fox against Murray. From deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. Giles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Parker with the drive. Pass to Joseph. Now the pass to Fox. To the inside. Giles. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 9th assist in the game now. For 3, Murray. The Spurs rebound. Aldridge kicks to Murray. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Efficiency with that activity there. Aldridge excels at getting ideal positioning on the offensive glass and then takes care of business.
The kick out to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Back to Joseph. To the paint. And stolen by Aldridge. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jabari Parker.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Sacramento also making some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Harry Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Parker, and it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Joseph. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Bagley the pass to Bogdanovic. It's stolen by Lyles. And finished off by DeRozan.
Man, guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. DeRozan's got 8 points here in this quarter. Fox kicks to Bogdanovic. Pass to Barnes. Back to Bogdanovic. It's stolen by Lyles. By himself. And finished off by DeRozan.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. It's Bielitsa. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's San Antonio. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Murray for 3. Tips it up, and it's DeRozan with the extra effort. DeRozan's got 12 points in just the second half.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Barnes outside. Pass to Bielitsa. Barnes with it. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Lyles.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Bogdanovich dishes to Bagley. Down low. It's tipped. The kick out to Barnes. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Yes!
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And here is Fox. And stolen by Murray. Here is Forbes. Over Bielitsa. Offline. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.